Well, the crown is calling, and it is your chance to take the throne. Applications for the 2026 Kentucky Derby Festival Royal Court have opened, and they are looking for their next group of princesses. Joining me to tell us more about the application process and her experience as the 2025 Derby Festival Queen is Elizabeth King. So great to meet you.
Hi, it's so good to meet you. I'm super happy to be here. Thanks for having me today.
Just when you think Derby season is over, you guys put it back out there, and it's like, wait a second, no, Derby is a 365.
It's always Derby. I was just saying, I'm going to say happy Derby for the rest of my life, I feel like, after this experience. Yeah.
Well, applications have opened. They actually opened up towards the beginning of this month. But why should young women apply for this?
Why not? Is the question. I would say I applied my sophomore year. You get to start when you're a sophomore applying. You have to be at least 18 years old. Okay. And I really just wanted the chance to be out in the community, to be a representative for something greater than myself, and to be a part of the stories that are told at the Kentucky Derby Festival. I think that is one of my favorite things that I've learned as I've gotten to serve on the Derby Court. But to be a part of the stories that Louisville gets to tell, and to tell my own story on on live TV, to have a voice to talk about issues we care about. All of the other princesses, we each have things that we really care about in the community. So to be able to speak on that, to represent the storied tradition of the festival, and gain a lot of leadership and personal and professional development experience has been incredible. I mean, you get to be in rooms that you'd never get to be in if you didn't have a cool crown on your head as a 21-year-old college student. I mean, I was sitting at the head table of the They're Off luncheon, really close to the governor, Coach Pat Kelsey, whom we all love. I'm a UK fan. I still love
me too,
I love Pat Kelsey. But just to get to be in the rooms and talk to people and really be a role model for young girls was the experience of a lifetime. And I would highly encourage everyone to apply if you're interested.
Well, it is a rigorous process, I will say. So what are some of the requirements, and what are some of the things that people are looking for?
Well, the first thing is it's not actually a pageant. So a lot of people ask that question. They're like, okay, you have a crown on, you have a sash on. It's not a pageant. It's a two-step interview process. So you apply, and that's the online application that is due October 12th. So you apply online, you just write a little bit about who you are, what you do. You do have to send in your transcript because we want to know that you're a hardworking student. But then it's all about you and what you can bring to the festival. And you share that in a first round interview that everyone gets the chance to do. So you get to tell your story in front of the judges and talk a little bit about why the festival is important to you, why you care about it, because ultimately you're interviewing to be an ambassador for the Kentucky Derby Festival. It's important to know about that. It's my best piece of advice. And then they select a select few to go on to the final interview round. And then after that, you get a call that evening, and that is day one of being on the job. So it goes by fast, but it is an incredible opportunity and pretty easy to apply. You don't have to have prior pageant experience. You just got to know about yourself, be able to talk about yourself, and talk about the festival. Well,
in your resume, oh my goodness, you're a UK student now, or did you graduate?
I just started school yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So I started my senior year at UK. Yeah, it feels really crazy to say that. So my last full year of college, yeah.
Okay, and then on top of this, all of your queen duties. Like, how are you going to balance all of that?
So I balanced it all of last year. I mean, January through May was one of the busiest, craziest semesters of my life, but it was one of the best semesters. So I had some really great professors. They were very willing to work with me on, hey, just the communication was key. Like, hey, I'm going to be on Great Day Live this morning. I know it's my second day of class, but can you please give me an excused absence? I'll make up the work afterwards. And so they've been great working with me all of last semester and again this semester. And I can't wait to pass on my duties to the next crown of, princesses and the girls that'll be up next. So at UK, I'm studying finance and flute performance.
I did see that.
Which is a fun combo.
Yes.
So you might be like, okay, why finance and flutes? Well, first of all, I love using my left and right brain. That's the fun part. I get to be creative and logical, but I also feel like I live the best of both worlds in true Hannah Montana fashion.
Yes. Well, and financial literacy is so important to you. I saw you had an internship with PNC. So why is that so important to really share that message? Because a lot of that info you don't learn in school.
Yes, so financial literacy is all around us. We're all the time making decisions about, for me, it's like, okay, what am I going to get at the grocery this week? Where am I going to get gas? We're all the time making these financial decisions that shape our future. And I was super glad that I got to intern at PNC this summer right here in Louisville. I had a moment in March where we were at the PNC actually, the PNC Tour de Lou. I was there as Derby Queen, and I stood outside of the building for the first time and thought, I get to work here in 3 months. It's March, I start in June. What a cool moment that was to be like, I'm representing the community of Louisville. I get to represent the city, and then I get to go and live in the city of Louisville. So I lived here all summer. I got to work in private bank and institutional asset management and really grow my finance skills so that I can be the best professional I can be post-grad. But it was awesome to meet people that worked at PNC, at the PNC Tour de Lou, and connect with them professionally while I'm serving in this role personally. And it was just a great experience to be able to share about my experience at the festival and be able to represent this community aspect and then get to live in this community and experience all that Louisville has to offer for myself this summer.
Oh, yes. Well, it sounds like it was such a great experience for you, but just like looking back at your time as being Derby Queen, you know, how has this really impacted your life, your future career, all the things?
Wow. I think the first thing was getting to meet people.
Yeah.
For me, it's all about the people. Whether I'm, waving and making eye contact with little girls at the Derby Parade, at the Pegasus Parade, and getting to just lock eyes with them while you're on this big, massive float, but just to see them right where they're at. Or we're at the Norton Healthcare block party, and that was just a really fun time to be able to connect with members of the community who might not be able to attend other events, and just to see people for where they're at and really connect with them and hear their stories. That's what's impacted me the most, is getting to see Louisville, hear Louisville, and now hopefully be a part of Louisville in my future professionally as well.
Well, best of luck with everything. You have such a bright future ahead of you, but you are looking for that next queen, so how can people apply?
So you can apply online right now. Like I said before, it's a super easy application. Just tell us a little bit about yourself. Right? There's like a very short essay, couple of essay questions, but that's due on October 12th. So mark your calendars now.
Time is ticking.
October 12th is when you need to get that in. If I were you, I'd get it done a little sooner. But then we'll see you at our first in-person interview rounds in November. And again, this is for any college-aged young woman who is at least a sophomore in college. We've had undergraduate queens like myself, but also graduate students. Lily Delju was in med school, and our previous queen, Ankita, was also in med school. So you can be anywhere in your college career, and there's a place for you here at the Kentucky Derby Festival. And I cannot wait to meet the girls serving on the next Royal Court.
Well, I love the enthusiasm. I'm like ready for Derby now.
Oh yeah, I'm always ready for
and
Derby.
Thank you so much for stopping by set today.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
All right, so again, applications for the 2026 Royal Court are now open now through October 12th. To learn more and to apply, go over to discover.kdf.org.